Okay, welcome back to card number 4 for A Little Latte card class. Your pack will look like this. You've got your card base, which is another tent fold, and then you've got a layer, a matting layer, and a circle cut out of pecan pie. So we're going to pop that out of the way. I'm going to bring in mine. I have opted for this designer series paper. You could use maybe, but I've gone neutrals. So you've got the card base, which is folded, pre-folded. Then you've got a piece of designer series paper and a piece of pumpkin pie with a very thin edge around the outside, and then you get a border around from the base. I'm going to pop this straight on to the mat. Like so. So you just get a nice even border. It just gives some definition between the dark layers on the paper and the dark the espresso card base. So that's what that will look like. Before we stick that down, we're going to use some ribbon, and I think I said in one of the other class cards that this is quite stiff ribbon, but it actually comes out quite nicely. So I'll show you what I just did. I've pulled out, I don't know if you can see it, this nylon-y stuff, and you could actually use this for behind stuff on your card if you want to. But to do that, what I did is I want it to wrap around, and it was quite stiff, so I wanted it to wrap, whoops, and do a knot like so. And so I just wrapped my ribbon around to get it in the right length, and then cut it off. And so what I did here is, what you do is you just pull these bits apart, and then there's a fine nylon bit that you can find. Try and keep all your pieces together as well, but once you get the nylon piece here, let me see if I can grab it. Nope, that's cutting it. So you're just going to pull it apart until you can see the pieces in here, and you're just going to pull. It took a while to get started, but you're just going to pull it apart. If you don't want to do that, you can just kind of there. So we get one of those. Not doing so well, Kelly. Alright, here. Get one of these thin pieces here that is close to the top. And start to pull it out. So you get this here, and so once you've got it, you can actually just pull it apart, and you end up with this nylon mesh, which looks quite cool behind things and gives it a little bit of a shimmer. But then also you end up with just some looser strands that are a little bit softer and a little bit more pliable. So you can use those. So I'm using that on my card. So I'm going to pop that there to the side. Actually, I'll tie it in the middle. It is still quite bulky, but it's not as stiff. So we're going to pop it there. If you didn't want anything that bulky, you could take off a few strands. And then I want this kind of stringy. Actually, I take off a few. So there's quite a few here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So if I just pull off half, like that, that's better. And then I move it so that it's kind of got an even piece, even amount, and then I can put it where I want just by sliding it around, and then you can spread these out and get them where you want them. If you don't want the dots, you can, if you just bow your card a little bit, you can turn them. They are painted on, but so get them a little bit further down, and then I might just snip some of these a bit. And get rid of that. Okay, so good enough to do 2 cards then. And I'm going to have mine just off to the right a bit. Okay, so then that is going to get put onto there, and I'm going to use dimensionals to do that. Now, one of the things when I'm using ribbon, I like to make sure that I attach these outside edge pieces are great. Don't throw them away. But I like to attach my dimensional so that it catches that, and then that won't move too much on your card. Some people put quite a few dimensionals on here. I don't know that you need that many. And then just center that on your card base, like so. Okay, the next bit that we've got is using this piece of Designer Series paper. I've just cut out those 2 cups, and I've got my circle here, and I'm actually just going to stack them like that. And my thinking was that that would be where my sentiment goes. So let's just see, what have I got here? The best part of the day. Again, if you don't have the stamp set, or you don't have any stamps, I would let's do thanks. Just print something out from the computer, and you can cut around it and stick it onto the circle, or you can just cut it out and put it on, up to you. So I'm going to take that off. Oh yeah, thanks fits there nicely, and we'll go dark. So if you're new to stamping, just tap and travel up and down your stamp pad. That way you'll get an even, just go a bit higher, and then even pressure all the way down. And don't try not to rock your stamp, because you'll end up with lines around it. So that, and then I just remembered that there's this cute little bunch of coffee beans, which I'm going to stamp on here underneath. Like that. And it can be here. So let's glue that on, because then that will sit nicely behind our cups. And then I will glue this one. Move that out of the way. Glue that one there. And then I'm going to dimensional. Where did I put them? Dimensional the coffee cup, and then that can go there, and that is card number 4. So it just sits up like that. Alright, thank you very much for joining me for this class. I hope that you have enjoyed doing these cards. That would have been really good behind there. Oh, see, that's what I mean. But now I've glued it, so it would have been cool behind there. Yeah, that's okay. I will use it on a different card. So yeah, thank you very much for joining me and signing up for this class. I hope that you've enjoyed the class and that you want to come back and do some more. If you have any questions about any of these products that you would like to purchase more product of, or different products, please let me know. Get in touch and I am happy to help you. Or if you've decided that this is something that you really want to do and you want to join up. What I will also put in is a white piece to go inside there so that you've got something light to write on, which I forgot to add, because that's quite a dark colour. Alright, please get in touch with me if there is anything that I can do to help you with your crafting. Alright, take care. Bye.